Hi there, and welcome back to the 31 Days of King Juggernaut, New York City. I'm your host, Karen Stever. What do you think of that? Pretty good? Formal. I'm all done being formal. I just want to hang out now. So I wrote a really big book, and I'm going to release it on Halloween. I'm also going to release the cover on Halloween to show you guys, except I thought it might be fun to divvy it up and show you a little bit of the cover every day. So I put puzzle pieces on top of it, and I'm going to pull away a puzzle piece every day to show you the cover. Yesterday was Ian's cello. I talked about Ian and how he is a nonverbal savant with a retrocognitive ability. This ability makes him see the brutal history of every animal, especially, that he comes into contact with. So you can imagine how frustrating that can be to be able to see something and then not be able to communicate it. So that was the puzzle piece yesterday, Ian's cello. So I talked about him and read a little bit from the book. And today I thought I'd talk to you about the next puzzle piece, which has a lion on the front of it, which is from the first chapter of the book called The Great Stone Lions. Ian has a run-in with the two cement lions that are outside the New York City Library, if you've ever seen them. They've been there forever and a day. They had erected them as Leo Lennox and Lord Lennox and Lady Astor. It was the names of them. And so they became Patience and Fortitude during the Great Depression. I told you this takes place in 1939, right? So he has a run-in with Fortitude. So I thought I'd read you the part of the chapter where Ian has this run-in. Ian gazed over at Fortitude and felt drawn to go take a closer look. For how ferociously this boy could stare, he could have easily been a member in their pride. There was an uncomfortable period where they eyeballed each other. He moved slowly around the base to touch his rigid mane, which felt like New York City cement. He ran his hand along his side and rested it over his ribs. Ever so slowly, the bones extended out and then back in, like ours do when we breathe. Ian took in a deep breath and exhaled. He stopped breathing for a moment, and so did the lion. When he inhaled slowly again, so did the lion. He held his breath, and so did the lion. He exhaled a very long breath, and again, the lion followed in sync. This is very much like what Ian experiences with some of the animals that he comes across. And so you can imagine everybody else around him just thinks he's behaviorally messed up. But I imagined them, when I was in New York, I imagined them as being real underneath cement. And so that's how I imagined them in the story. So I hope that you get a chance to order the book, and I will sign it to you. And I hope that you'll also join me on Facebook Live at Halloween. I'll show you some of the props, maybe, I'll think of some kind of cool things that I can do on camera. But I would love to do a Facebook Live because, I mean, the videos are cool, but I'd love to be able to talk to you guys and answer any questions that you have. And maybe by that point, after I read some excerpts and talk to you a little bit more about the book through this month, you'll have some questions and it can start a conversation within the community, because I think there's a lot that we can be talking about. The tagline on the front of the book is, "We forgot how to lead. An elephant never forgets." And I hope that throughout this journey that you're coming on with me, not just this month, but just throughout the series, that we can all learn to not just be better leaders, but look to those who have leadership figured out. And that is children, that is animals, and they are our best hope at fixing everything that is just ever so wrong. And they will return to the playground, and we will come with them. It won't be the other way around. They often say, who's they? They often say that if there's anything to be fixed in this world, it will be because of children, and I really believe that. I hope you have a great night, and I will chat with you really soon, okay? Rock on.